All right, welcome back to another round of NAMT. In this round, we've got underscore Seth versus Ellis Mitter. This is a loser's bracket match, so whoever loses goes home. I'm True, and I'm joined here with Nepigen.
What's
How
up?
are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Just won my match earlier. Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting match. Gonna be Atlanta versus Rice.
Yeah, and like we all know Mitter's got those rice kicks, but we all want to know how much Seth can capitalize on Mitter's LN abilities, since that might be a little bit closer.
It's gonna be an interesting warm up. There's gonna be an interesting match as I know Mitter is able to play early game LN, but Seth is an LN specialist, so it's gonna be quite interesting to see.
Yeah, and I think this shares a lot of similarities with your match against on Mr. Moo. We've got a really strong physicality player. He's also really good at early game, but this is kind of out of early game zone. But I would say like Mitter is like worse at LNs than either you or Mr. Moo. So I think this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, definitely. I think it'll just come down to tournament nerfs here.
Yeah, I think both these players are pretty good with tournament nerfs. So I think we're going to see some interesting matches.
Yeah. This is supposed to be warm up, right?
Yeah, I think this is the second warm up. I'm not sure whose warm up it is though.
I'm assuming Mitters. Mitter is the type of player to pick this type of stuff.
Oh yeah. Delta practice patch 7. Yeah, I mean Seth. I'd be surprised if Seth has the physicality to play Delta, but I mean you don't need Delta skill to do well in this tournament. So I guess this is just the core jack pick. It's fun.
I heard this is gonna be the same scaling as MWC this year, so that would be interesting. I
Oh
think I
yeah,
will be using this
I'm
tournament.
not sure if it'll be the same scaling as NWC, but like it might be approximately the same. Might be a little bit different. We'll see.
Wait, this is 5 minutes. Wait,
Oh yeah, it's 5 minutes. I guess the ref didn't catch that. Oops.
what is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna be looking at Mitter Jack for 5 minutes.
Yeah, so player, welcome back to another episode of Player Analysis. Today is we're gonna be looking at a very popular core jack player. I'm gonna name left bracket LS, right bracket Mitter. Mitter's a very strong player who plays core jacks, and this is an example of a core jack map.
You can see here that Mitter also has extreme tournament prowess as he plays Delta Jack in tournament maps.
Yeah, imagine Delta Jack. This is way above anything you'll see in a tournament. Look at that. It's wow.
Okay, real talk though, this map is pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with you.
I would like to believe that the client, okay, client is stuttering. I think it's because they're pausing.
Oh, you pause. L.
Oh, you pause L.
It's like pausing, but instead of pausing, you need to talk to anyone who has a wooden keyboard. Anybody who has a wooden keyboard. Oh, you woot? L.
You root L. $200 keyboard.
Yeah. Gives you unfair advantage. actually just causes it drops a lot of input. But I was in Basil. Yeah. Well, I guess we're in Basil's stream and L. And I guess we got a warm up, and apparently now's the time. Maybe the ref has realized this is above 3 minutes, and the show cannot go on. So I guess they decided to wear it like halfway through. That's the funny shit ever.
Please roll. I'm gonna predict Seth will win the roll.
Yeah. I mean, I think the battle lines are pretty drawn. Next to be Rice versus LN. Who would have thunk?
Mid rolls 2.
Okay,
Clutch.
that's not a very bad showing. It's just that Seth has to roll a 1 if Miller wants to win this.
Getting kind of nervous here.
Yeah, like be kind of nervous fire emitter. It's you just gotta hope that Seth rolls a 1.
I think Seth has not returned.
I think it's
I think we're
dead.
gonna have to wait another 2 or 3 minutes. This reminds me of the Etienne video. When your opponent flexes on warm-up, but you're not having it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. that's
Seth
pretty
rolls
cool.
a 21. 9 plus 10.
Yeah. GG. 1 plus 1 equals 2. 9 plus 10 equals 1. Both 9 and 10 are greater than 1, so that's gonna win. GG. So Seth probably gonna protect LN. Oh, I guess at least one of the players is watching the stream right now. That is awkward. Yeah, okay, so Seth protects LN1. I think this is a pretty expected protect since it's most likely what he's best at relative to Mitter.
Seth currently following in my footsteps. I also protected LN1.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was actually gonna protect LN2 here, but I think Mitter would likely protect one of the more physical guys here.
Yeah, I think he's gonna protect like Rice 3, Rice 4, Rice 5. I don't know. Maybe protect something else.
Yeah, I mean,
knows?
there's not really gonna be a lot of protects that he'll have.
Yeah, okay, so Rice 3 comes
Yeah,
out
Rice-
as a protect.
Subterranean blast off, not bad. And Mitter does ban LN2, not bad, but I would have went for LN3 if I was Mitter.
Yeah, I think LN2 is the right pick since it's pretty it's got some awkward shields. And
I think
he actually,
I think that LN3 would be better for midder, as LN3 is more of like first act, and Seth may be better. Though maybe it could be because midder also misses on Exile.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure the specifics, but right. Okay, so Seth going into LN1, right into his protect, waste no time, and I'd say like if you're up against like someone who's
It's gonna be really interesting.
yeah. We'll see if Mitter can hold on to Seth. I'm expecting this to go in Seth's favor, but who knows?
I'm not really too sure if I like his protect picked first. I would I would have expected his protect to be picked around like the third time around.
Yeah, I think like I think this is a good idea to pick the protect first. Like you could try like go for the I'm trying to save up for the next rounds, but I don't really think there's anything that any I don't really think there's anything anything here like any risk to be had.
Yeah, definitely. So it will be quite interesting because Blue Rose is pretty hard to act, as the releases are a bit longer, and a lot of the times where you hit a note, you have to hold a little bit longer and then release.
Yeah, these releases are pretty non-trivial. There's staggers everywhere. Basically, every measure has staggered. Every measure has something non-trivial, and you got Seth, who's already starting to have a little bit of a lead against Mitter. And right, we're only a third of the way into the map, but I assume that this lead is going to only increase. But actually, Seth drops to 200, so it's going to be gonna be even going into the second third.
Oh, I don't like this. It's flickering.
Yeah, it's really close.
I feel like this is gonna continue throughout the entire map. Oh my god.
Yeah, we're going to see if there are any noticeable changes in accuracy. I don't see anything. Seth is slowly dropping.
Seth did drop a great at that part.
Yeah, it looks like Mitter is pulling ahead just by a little bit, so the tails have turned a little bit. There were a couple of 200 traded.
Yeah, Bitter. Ooh, wait, well, that was a really big drop. 0 point.
Yeah, that was a big draw from Mitter, and well, I'm saying big in the relative sense since this match is so close. Yeah, things are starting to equalize, but looks like Mitter's pulling ahead just by a little bit. And as you've seen throughout this map, it's only a very small margin of lead.
Yeah, definitely. This is Seth just needs to stop dropping rates here. Mitter is at the mid 60s range though.
Yeah, we got Seth who's dropping grades at a rate just a little bit above Mitter. Or he has the worst accuracy, whatever. But Mitter's pulling ahead now. Seth dropped a couple more grades there. So I think it's probably going to be Mitter who wins this if nothing changes.
Yeah, Mitter will take this point here. If there's no jokes. And yeah. 3k lead.
Yeah, and as you can see, that Seth actually having a better 200 count, but yeah, Mitter having a significantly better 300 count.
It's gonna be quite interesting. I don't really know why Mitter banned Exile if his releases are really this good. So could
Yeah,
be just
it's
because of
yeah.
the end of Exile.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Anti-Exile is pretty uncomfortable. I think it's hard to say otherwise.
Ooh, Rice won. Okay.
I got a
Streams.
stream. It's a what's this stream accuracy chart. So Mitter's gonna have really good accuracy on this, and Seth just needs to keep up and hope for any misses to come. We
Yeah,
didn't
definitely.
we didn't see any misses in Mitter's match against Mathia, so it could be a little bit difficult for Seth.
Seth just needs to hold on his accuracy here to win any Rice picks. It's just up to Mitter to miss or not.
Yeah, I've said this in a previous match, but if you're going up against someone this good, like what you have to do is you have to combo with the you have to play to the best of your abilities and hope for your opponent to miss. It's really an individual game.
We see auto versus auto here.
All right, Jinx. And Seth actually point ahead of Mitter for just a little bit. No.
Here comes streams.
First,
Okay.
Seth is also stream main, so Seth really isn't someone to sneeze at when it comes to these patterns.
Yeah, definitely. But when you're going up against someone who's MWC ready, what is this? 99.95. Okay.
And Seth is starting to drop a fair number of grades, so there really does have to be a miss from Mitter to equalize things.
Yeah, definitely. These streams are not really easy to act either.
Yeah, streams are definitely the hardest pattern to act.
This does remind me of what's that one? It was oh wait. Seth does on this here, but Mitter. Okay.
So Mitter's going to pull away with a very, very strong lead, 99.93. It's probably going to be over 997K or something. Something insane.
Not 998.
All right, yeah, and that is
Oh,
actually
that's
close to 998. That is an insane score from Mitter.
that was insane.
And Seth going right for LN3, which is pretty expected.
I mean, what can you really do here? You can't really pick any Rice or Hybrid, I would say. Hybrids, they're really physical compared to the entire map pool. Got Hybrid 1.
Yeah, I mean, like, it depends on what Seth wants to do. I would say, like, Hybrid 3, maybe Hybrid 1 if Seth wants to coax a miss off of Mitter. Hybrid 3 has some releases. But yeah, they're pretty physical, as you say.
It's a banger. I like Lancelot. Song is really good.
Yeah, banger song. Banger songs only. You know, that's how we picked this pool. Banger songs.
That is true. Oh!
Yeah, that's a miss from Mitter, and that's going to give Seth a chance to capitalize on this. If Seth holds Mitter, Seth can win this.
I think it's going to be really interesting. Seth just needs to hold, like, at least a 99.7.
Yeah, Seth needs to just keep his accuracy straight, and he'll have the win. But even now, like the accuracy is close, and it's Mitter who has accuracy lead. So
Yeah, Mitter
Yeah,
is
well
taking the
timed.
accuracy lead here. Steph really just needs to hold to a 9.7. He really needs to start climbing.
And he needs
Mitter
to,
is also climbing to a 9.7 though.
he has to get back up there with Mitter in accuracy because that lead is going to go to the Mitter side if he doesn't do anything, and he's actually
Ooh,
dropping 200.
Steph drops like 3 200s there.
Yeah, he's starting to fall a little bit behind since Mitter's catching up in accuracy after that miss. Actually, it's a full 0.2%, so it's not a trivial lead.
If Steph wins this pay, Mitter just needs to drop again. He's climbing to a 9.8.
Yeah, and there are
Is
ample places for Mitter to drop, but looks like he's holding pretty steadily. And he's got a very solid few thousand-point lead. Now, that's not big in the grand scheme of things, but here, when you're talking about like players this close, you gotta take your leads.
Yeah, definitely. Even the smallest amount of space you can create, you can run away with it. And Mitter will take that break point. 990 with a break too. I think that was a slider break, yeah.
Yeah, so Mitter recovering well from that slider break, going on to win with significantly better accuracy than Seth. Seth had a very clean FC, but it's just not enough going against someone of Mitter's caliber. It's
I think Mitter's gonna start picking physicality picks here. Unless he goes with any Rice.
Yeah, Mitter has a lot of physical picks to choose from, especially since Seth only banned Rice 2, which would be one of the less physical picks. So he has at least 3 physical picks to go from. Those three picks being Rice 3, Rice 4, and Rice 5. I think Rice 6 is a little too accessible to Seth. But okay, Mitter is actually going to go for Rice 6. So
I'm actually kind of interested to see what Mitter would get on this.
Yeah, this will be fun. Yeah, so we're going to see how the players do.
This map's also around the same length as Lancelot. It just depends on misses here. I think the average length of this map pool is like around 2 minutes, no?
Yeah, a lot of songs are a little bit below 2 minutes, and you have some songs like Purple Bubblegum Machine that are over 2 minutes. Yeah, but again, this song is another banger, so I'm glad it was picked.
Only bangers.
Only bangers. Oh, and Seth dropping a little bit on those one-hand trills. It's going to give Mitter an early lead.
I mean, if you're facing a type of player like Mitter, you cannot give any lead or else they'll run with it.
Yeah, Seth is giving Mitter an inch, and Mitter is taking a mile. So we got someone who's cooking and someone who's trying to chase him down.
And Mitter does drop there.
Oh no!
That's not a really good place to drop there. Oh.
And as we said in Lancelot, it's up to Seth to keep that accuracy strong, since if he lets the accuracy drop, at least drop too much, then it's going to go right back to midder. And some of these counters are really, really chokeable.
And I love jump shows.
Especially when they end in hands.
That lead's gonna go back to mid though if Seth doesn't climb.
Yeah, the lead is very minuscule. Seth is in a very precarious situation.
Oh, it's flickering.
Midder's accuracy recovering after that miss, and Seth is slowly losing his lead, but can he hold on? It's flickering.
Oh, that was so many perfects from Seth. Let's have a couple grids too.
Dropping a few too many perfects and greats, handing that lead back to midder, who has a very clean score, minus the miss.
Yeah. Midder's performing the same as I am on my PBs. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, we got Hybrid 1 coming out. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Hybrid 1. This is going to be really interesting.
Because this one has what I like to call the King Jack. And you know, people don't really see a lot of long jacks these days, so this one has a long jack that might kill you.
I hate this map. I played it once. No more.
Yeah, this map is kind of stinky. I'm not sorry.
Thank you. It's gonna be really interesting. This is a bit of a longer map here too. It's just all up to midder to miss, and it depends on where he misses too.
Yeah, if Seth misses anything, then it's game over for him. So he at least has to pull combo. But he has to keep that accuracy good. So he's down 40-0, so, you know, why not risk it? Why not risk it for the biscuit?
Midder's Act not doing too well in the start here though, but Lens not really his strongest suit for midder.
I mean, midder's LN was better in LN 1 and 3, but it looks like on these sorts of patterns, these sorts of hybrid patterns, looks like Seth is doing slightly better, at least at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. We do see Seth here bringing down the accuracy.
Yeah, Seth dropped a couple of 200s and now it's pretty level, so we're going to see if Seth can hold on as midder retakes that lead.
Oh!
There's a miss. There's a miss from midder. And
Seth trades it back!
He traded back from Seth. So
this is not looking too good.
No bueno for Seth. Still needing another miss to capitalize on things, and there might just be an opportunity afforded on the long jack that's coming up. But if anything, it might impact Seth more than will impact midders. So he's really in a tough situation coming into the end. And both players full combo these jacks.
Oh my god. Seth is just dropping accuracy here. Not looking too good. But midder does drop again.
Midder. Is it too late? It might be.
I feel like the act lead and the... I don't think there's enough time though.
Yeah, midder's... The lead is slowly going to left, but I don't think there's enough time. Yeah.
I think that's it. That was really close. Really close match.
Yeah, so midder having the accuracy lead in most of these, in actually all of these picks, but these matches were very, very close in grand total, so that's going to be nonetheless a 5-0 win for midder, but very well fought from Seth, who kept his cool and managed to make some very close matches.
Twitter will be moving on to losers bracket quarterfinals.
That's right, and Seth will be out of this tournament. And yeah, this is only round of 16. It's insane. It's really sad to see, and it's insane at the same time. But anyways, I'm True, and I'm joined here with Nepijin. We only got one match here in about half an hour, and after that, we'll have the showcase in an hour after this next match. So,
woo!
Thank you.
I'll be watching the showcase.
Yeah, and we'll see you guys then. Have fun.